Hello, my name is Gay Truscott, and I'm a Senior Vice President and Certified Financial Planner at Edgemoor Investment Advisors. As many of you know, at Edgemoor we provide comprehensive financial planning services to our investment management clients. We believe that financial planning and investment management are complementary pieces of the wealth management process, and we encourage our clients who are interested to take advantage of this valuable service. We now have 3 certified financial planners on staff, Tim Coughlin, Bobby Roan, and myself. The CFP designation is, in our opinion, the most respected in the industry, and we believe it sets Edgemoor professionals apart. I've spoken at different times about various financial planning topics, including retirement planning, Social Security strategies, and women in wealth. Today, I would like to talk about planning for the next generation. This represents an enormous planning opportunity, as it is estimated that over the next 30 years, over $30 trillion of wealth will be passed down from parents and grandparents to their children and grandchildren in the largest generational wealth transfer ever. I like to start with a little financial planning humor, and this is one that I can relate to with a daughter off at college. Money isn't everything, but it sure keeps the kids in touch. Let's begin by defining the generations who are likely to be involved in this wealth transfer. This slide shows each major generation of the 20th century defined roughly by their birth years. They include the silent generation, those born between 1928 and 1945, baby boomers born between 1946 and 1964, Generation Xers or Gen Xers, those born between 1965 and 1980, and finally millennials and post-millennials, including those born after 1981. My purpose here is to highlight the multiple generations of family members that may need to be considered and included in discussions about the passing down of family assets. This will impact the approach that is taken to generational planning and highlight the challenges and opportunities. Now, some may say, I have no intention of revealing to my kids and grandkids what they might inherit one day. Well, that's okay too, as long as you are thinking about it and planning for it. I have several planning steps for everyone to consider, and then we'll talk about specific strategies. Step 1, compile documents and financial information. This should include, of course, standard estate planning documents like wills, powers of attorney, and medical directives, but also an inventory of all financial assets and where they are held, including passwords and relevant access information for all online accounts. Step 2, consider having a family conversation about wealth. This can be hard for some families, so it's often helpful to engage a neutral third party, like a financial advisor or financial planner. We have many clients who have asked us to help them engage their next generation in investment and planning discussions, and we are happy to do so. Step 3, financial education and engagement. It's important to consider who among your family members has the knowledge, the interest, and the bandwidth to engage in family wealth decisions. This can help define the appropriate roles and responsibilities that each family member can assume. And step 4, asset allocation. We talk about asset allocation often and how vital it is to constructing a customized investment portfolio that meets a client's goals, need for income, and risk tolerance. In this context, it's very important to review your asset allocation to also make sure it reflects an investment time horizon that accounts not only for your life expectancy, but also that of your heirs, which will likely mean maintaining exposure to long-term equities. Now for some specific planning strategies. First, gifting strategies, and these fall into 2 different types, gifts during life and gifts after death, and both have advantages, so let's review each. Gifts during life, the major advantage is to be able to help heirs out now and see the impact of your gift. A great example of this is contributing to 529 college savings plans. Another advantage involves shifting assets to be sold, like appreciated securities, to heirs who may be in a lower tax bracket, which can reduce the tax impact upon sale of those assets. And obviously, gifting now may reduce future estate taxes, particularly involving state estate taxes, which are often overlooked. And finally, family-owned businesses and real estate can often be transferred to heirs at a discount to their full value. Moving on to gifts after death, the main advantage here, of course, is your ability to maintain control and use of your assets during your lifetime, because, of course, you need to take care of your own needs first. Secondly, heirs can qualify for a step up in the cost basis of appreciated assets like homes and securities that they inherit after death. And this, of course, is in contrast to gifts during life, which maintain that original cost basis. And finally, I'd like to review a couple of other, or just highlight a couple of other quick planning strategies, and they include the use of trusts, which, of course, avoid probate and maintain privacy, as well as allowing you to lay out the terms and timing of assets to be passed to heirs, and they can even provide for heirs with special needs. Roth conversions. Converting a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA is a very valuable estate planning tool for wealthy clients, though it can come with significant tax implications, so it's worth reviewing with your advisors. Passing down a family vacation home can be a very complex and very emotional process, and I've given entire talks on this topic. But there are several strategies to simplify the process, including transferring the home into a trust or an LLC, pre-funding certain expenses for a period of time, and even drafting a family agreement up front to spell out things like financial obligations, usage periods, and buy-sell procedures. There's a lot to think about when planning for the next generation. I hope you all have found some of these tools and strategies helpful. We have a lot of experience at Edgemoor helping families think through their generational planning questions, so please don't hesitate to contact us if we can help you and your family members. Thank you.